good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Auburn's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollack.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Makes the quick grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Gibbs. Firing to the right, complete. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So LSU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass. The quick out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Makes the catch. It's Freeman. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Shakes off the defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Provo. Here's a heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He got it. And with that, they break the... On the scoring, it's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. And the defense. Well covered, just a short game there. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Now the play fake. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David. Only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Made a defender miss. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To the air, it's Gibbs. Gets it out fast. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The inside handoff. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5, plus yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Wants to throw on third down. Using the quick game. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hand.
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Gibbs. Fears the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Finley. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll off one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Longo. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. Here comes the heat. Flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Now with the 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll move the tight end. Trying play action. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of weeks.
Touchdown! Oh, that will be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was hoping for something a little more. Dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, LSU.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Winton. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping it. Turning it on! Quick step and go. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 14 to Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll try to get it through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well-earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. From the gun, the ground game. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged out of the air. Oh, what a cut! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Makes his man miss. Deep line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into. They go right back to it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Scanning the field, it's Gibbs. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. To the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
Rides the back on the option to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Give to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third. Hands it off. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Power football with the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends in the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Takes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Takes it on the return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Wants to throw. It's Gibbs. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on third and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he makes the play, it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Makes the grab. It's Fenwick.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's got it. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Back to throw. It's Gibbs. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Auburn doing business in the red zone. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. This time they'll go to the running game. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zone.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Punch it out of the air. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Complete in the middle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. You've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That.
There he goes. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. A turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. It's Gibbs. And they can't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds a tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Longo. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Finley. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. This is caught for the way touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Quarterback takes a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.